Hey guys, welcome back to A2 Audio. Today on the channel we're going to be talking about these Pioneer CS-06A speakers. And so these speakers were produced from 1973 to 1974, and they're kind of rare. And so you do see them come up from time to time, but they're not as common as some of the other speakers that Pioneer made. These speakers are omnidirectional. That means they have speakers all the way around them, and they have they're three-way 7-driver speakers. So they've got 7 individual speakers in here. And so one is a 10-inch sub, the other is 3 mids, and then also 3 2.5 tweeters. And so this thing is rated for 65 watts, and it puts out for frequency between 45 hertz all the way up to 20 kilohertz. And so, as you can tell, these things look amazing. And so the cabinet work that was done in the 1970s for speakers is really just surpassed by no one. And so they're heavy, they're all wood, and they look great. And they sound really good too. For me personally, I had these in my office, and I've been using them for probably the past year. And for me though, they just don't have enough bass. And so probably what I'm going to do with these is pack them up for now. And I'm actually going to be moving some HPM 60s that I have into my office for the time being. But there's a couple things I think we could do with these. So one, I can just kind of store them off to the side and put them in my storage unit. I do have the original boxes these came in with, the original styrofoam. So that's always a big plus, and so that keeps them really safe and keeps them secure. As you can tell by looking at them, I won't say they're mint, but they're pretty close to it, and they look amazing, and they're in really good shape. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. If there's a subscriber out there, someone out there that really would like these guys, I'm okay. If someone wants them, leave it down in the comment section below, and we can talk about price and whatnot if that's something you want to do. What I find with this particular speaker, what I think it would be a good speaker is for someone in the office or something like that that really wants clear music, but doesn't necessarily want a lot of heavy bass in their sound. And if that's you, these speakers would be a great match for you, and obviously they'll look good just about anywhere. So we can do that. The other thing I'm thinking we can do is that maybe this would be a good speaker to experiment on. And so I could maybe we could experiment changing the crossover a little bit, and maybe changing that sub out. And so I'm not a huge fan of changing things from the original, but if I was going to keep these speakers and actually get use out of them, I'd want to do something to get a little more bass out of them. And maybe that frequency response, changing over the crossover, might be it. Now, as I mentioned before, the frequency response on this is 45 hertz to 20 kilohertz. And so a lot of speakers go down to 20 hertz. And so I don't know if maybe I'm missing that bottom 20 hertz makes a difference on how deep the bass is. Maybe someone out there in the subscribers or who's watching this video can give me a lesson on that, or give me some advice of maybe is that it, or is it a crossover thing? And so somebody who knows something more than me about those things, leave me some comments down in the comment section and let me know. I'll throw a couple of close-up pictures up on the screen of these speakers, guys, so you can see these. And so they're really, really in good shape. And here's a couple pictures also of what they look like inside. And so you can see that 10-inch woofer, and also the mids and the tweeters as well. So a really cool design, and basically the speakers are wrapped all the way around, kind of about halfway through here. And then the sub sits here and is actually pointed down. So a cool design. Just like I said, it just doesn't have as much bass as I would like it. And I know those HPM 60s have a lot of bass, and so as you can tell when I watch, if you've watched previous videos, you know I like a lot of bass in my speakers. So that's something we're going to do. So in other news, you guys can see that I'm sporting an ATO Audio t-shirt. And so one of my buddies started making me a couple t-shirts to experiment with. And so what do you guys think? Do you guys like the logo here on the left? Do you think we should put the logo here in the middle, bigger, make it bigger and put it in the middle? Or maybe keep the logo on the left and then put a bigger logo on the back? Why don't you guys give me some comments or some feedback on that and tell me what you guys would like to see. This is something I'm thinking about doing and maybe including on my website. So if you want any store merch, you can purchase that and help support the channel and the business. And so that would be much appreciated. What colors would you guys like this shirt in? And so I got it kind of in the ATO Audio blue right now, but I'm open to some other color suggestions as well. So if you guys got some feedback on that, make sure to leave them down in the comments below and let me know. The other thing, we finally reached monetization on YouTube. So it's taken me about a year, and so Now I'm only on the first level of monetization, which basically means that I can either open up some kind of membership to you guys, and I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Y'all give me feedback on that. But the other thing you can do is if you look down below this video, you guys will see where it says thanks or super thanks or something like that. And if you click that, you guys can buy me a cup of coffee or something. And so I don't really drink coffee, but I will drink a Diet Coke. So that's kind of what's been going on with the channel. I know I don't talk a lot about speakers, but I have some speakers that I want to start resurfacing and maybe redo the crossovers. And I think that'll be really cool to do on the channel as well. And so hopefully once I get that off my plate, we can start doing some of those as well. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video, guys.